going to talk about the power of visualization. I want you to really, really think about this and ask yourself how often you visualize. So many times we expect things to be a certain way, or we don't. Maybe actually, I shouldn't even say that. A lot of people just kind of go through their day-to-day life and they've kind of got into a rhythm of life without actually planning their future in their life. Said dreams are one thing. Dreams, which can become, if you visualize, can become reality, then to set goals. So many times we go, I want to set a goal. I want to lose weight. I want to change, make more money. I want to do whatever. And that's a goal, but that's not really a dream with a vision. And that's a very different thing. And it's why so many people fall short of their goals, because their goals aren't really tied to a vision, which has a feeling, which has an emotion, which will get you going. Because motivation really is garbage. Something Mel Robbins has a great talk about, and people have to understand why. And it's because it really is attached to our emotions, our feelings, and so many different things, which that's a whole other topic. But I want to talk about the importance of visualization, because really what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. So if you have in your life, you're dealing with something that's a challenge or a situation or something that's unfamiliar, visualization can really help you and get you through that and deal with all types of scenarios in a healthy way. We're not talking about worrying about things that aren't going to happen. That's again another topic. Let's talk about visualization for very clear on setting an expectation for yourself when it comes to dreams, goals, visions. Well, what would you do in that? What are 4 simple things that you can do for basic visualization, just basic visualization? You have to see yourself as the star, not the audience. You're the star. And that can be very uncomfortable for people at times. I myself I put myself in situations and on the front end and whatever else, but I found that, if I was honest with myself, had a hard time really seeing and visualizing myself in the position of taking on the role of being that front runner and the star. So ironically, as I do all these things and I've done all of these whatever media, different things all over the place, I never saw myself as the star. And you have to visualize that and see it, and then see yourself there. Right? Whatever that is, because you're the star of your own life. You're the star of your own novel, your own book. Your life is your story. You're the star. So you have to first understand that, because you're writing your own story based on the visions and the dreams and everything you see for yourself. You need to take ownership of that. And so many people don't. Why? Because they don't sit and take time to visualize it and visualize that future. So life will just happen to them instead of happening for them, no matter what the circumstances. Because no matter how bad. I come from a life of trauma and different things. I'm not adapting victim mentality. I had to work through those things. But you push through that by changing the narrative and the scenarios in your mind. So are you going to be the star of your own life? You already are, but are you doing just crap version? You might be doing a crap version. You have to be a better star, right? Would you want to watch your own movie? Are you entertaining? You got to entertain yourself. Make a stand. Picture the place where you're going to perform and what you're doing and how you're showing up, right? They always kind of say, at your funeral, it sounds, but what would, who would be there and what would they be saying and everything else and whatever. Like, if people were coming and you lived your life and you did things, are they going to be making stuff up at your funeral just to get you through that? Or are they going, wow, this person really stepped out of their comfort zone and lived their life and did something? Like, are they taking, can you say, this is my stake in the ground, this is who I am, this is what I represent? You're fluid in your mindset and changing and growth. So it's not like you have a set mindset of okay, this is the only way, but it's like you're standing for something with integrity and morals and principles, which is a very, very unique, different thing. And you see yourself doing that and you're proud of yourself for that. And that's pretty incredible. Turn on all your senses when you're visualizing. And that's what I said, that those dreams, right? How would you feel if you achieved what you're set out to achieve? What's the feeling that goes with that? And if all of your senses are in tune, that's changing it. Like, so I want you to picture it, I want you to smell it, I want you to see it, I want you to visualize it, I want you to feel it in your body, how strong you feel and how good you feel, or how proud, or whatever that is. Turn on all the senses. And then practice what so you can't talk. Well, I talk to the camera all the time, right? That's how I got, I started on camera a long time ago, and I look back at my stuff and go, oh my God, it was so bad. And it's like, I can turn on a camera, I can talk to it as if it's my best friend. That took practice and a long time. And it's funny because I had somebody actually not that long ago even say, they're like, who are you even talking to when you're talking to? You sound like you're crazy or whatever, because I'm talking about a different scenario and a different thing. And because I'm so comfortable talking to the camera and just whatever, like in any scenario, I can be looking crappy, I can be emotional, I can be crying, I can be whatever. I'm comfortable because I practice, which I then turned into other stuff. Right? And it'll depend where that goes. It could be storytelling. That's how I'm narrating my own life and doing things that I understand. Other people don't need to understand it. I needed to understand it. And then I do whatever I need to do with it. But I had that practice is what made me more comfortable on camera. And then something I turned into courses and programs to help other people get comfortable on camera, right? But that started from somewhere. So what are you gonna do to make, practice makes perfect. So just having that understanding that you create your future based on visions, and you can move toward that if you're clearer and clearer in your mind. A lot of people are afraid to do that because they're afraid of failure, and that's not good, because then what? Then you're moving in your life toward whatever circumstances just come at you. You're not planning your future. You plan your future by what you do daily. Your daily habits are what's going to move you toward a future. But if you have that goal, or those dreams set, and then you set goals for that, the things can move along the way where you're not perfect, because nothing's going to be set. But then you're more flexible on how you can get there, and then you don't fall apart if things aren't perfect along the way. That's the difference, because you have a clearer vision of the end result. You can be a little bit more flexible on how you get there, and then the goals are almost like the trophies along the way. So how are you with visualization? Let me know how often you visualize, and if you've already incorporated this in your life. If not, or if you're excited to try and you want to learn a little bit more about it, let me know.